Hey guys, Sarge, Woodwalker Primitive, back with another review. And you watched the Gerber review, the Gerber saw review, the video I was talking about where I was going to talk about another saw. This is that video, alright? And the saw I'm going to be talking about today is the Silky Pocket Boy. Alright, now, first of all I want to say I got this from a friend of mine on the Facebook through a trade. And if you haven't ever looked into it, if you're like me, you know, you like to go out in the woods, practice bushcraft, you love gear, you love getting new toys, love trying stuff out, but you're like me and you're broke, check out some of the groups. Do a search for some of the bushcraft trading groups and whatnot. There's a lot of groups out there. Most of them are private, you know, and closed groups. Got to ask permission. They all have rules. Be sure to read the rules, you know, so you're not upsetting somebody and getting kicked out. But they're great sites because it's filled with people like me. We're broke. They have a lot of gear that they don't use and have a lot of gear that they want that they can't afford, and you post up what you want to trade and what you're looking for. You can say what you're looking for and this is what you got to offer, and someone might have something that you want and you might got something they want. If that's the case, you guys work out a trade, you don't pay nothing but shipping. It's a great thing to do. Been getting a lot of stuff from that, and some good friends out there. You meet some good friends, you meet some good bushcrafters, and it's just a fun thing to do. It can get a little addicting, so watch out. But anyway, today I want to talk about the Pocket Boy by Silky. Now this is made in Japan, alright? So for once it's something not made in America, it's not made in China. Right? Now most people know that most blades and things like that come from Japan are actually pretty decent. And this is definitely something that's pretty decent. Alright, first off, it does come in this plastic case, sheath. I don't know what you're supposed to do with this little clip. It's kind of a weird clip. But I don't know what that's supposed to be. I guess you can hook a lantern to that, tie it to your gear. You know, it's just a plastic flip top case. It's clear. It does have a drainage hole. It's not the greatest thing. I don't even use this. I don't. If I'm storing the knife, I will, but I'm gonna make a sheet for this just so it's a little better. I don't like that. I just don't like that. But you know, at least it's a good heavy-duty plastic case. The blade, or the knife itself, when folded. Now, of course, you know, I mentioned in the... Alright, sorry guys, my camera died on me. I had to change cameras, but as I said, you know, in the Gerber review, I said I like the Gerber because it's not a folding saw. And yes, this is a folding saw, but like I said, I changed my mind. I now finally found a Gerber saw, or I mean, sorry, I found a folding saw that, you know, pleases me. And we'll discuss that here in a minute. But the saw itself, when folded, is about 8 inches. Alright, 8 inches in length. The blade, when open, is about 7 inches. Okay, so we got 1 inch more, you know, about 1 inch more than we did with the Gerber. Overall length, it's a little over 14 inches, about 14 and a quarter, almost 14 and a half. I think I got the, excuse me, a little unorganized. Got the Gerber here, so you can see the blade length is, you know, a little over an inch better. The thickness, the width of the blade is also a lot thicker. Now, a couple of the things I love about this saw. First off, like I said, it's built good quality. This thing is heavy duty, it's hard. You know, the Japanese saws and knives are pretty outstanding in my book. The one thing I like about this, it has the rubberized, hard rubberized handle, so it's pretty slip proof. This is actually made as a pruning saw. Okay, this is a pruning saw, but you know, people don't want to use pruning shears and pruning saws for some reason out in the woods when they're doing bushcraft related stuff. I don't understand why, because we use pruning stuff for the same thing as bushcraft saw. So in my book, pruning saw is better than, you know, something like a camping saw. I'm using the pruning saw, but it has that rubberized grip on it, a more contoured handle compared to almost a straight piece of slippery plastic. So So that's going in my spare box. Alright. Now, I told you I didn't like folding saws because they get loose. This blade, this folding saw, first off, it does have a thumb safety on it, a lock on it, push down lock, spring action, which is hard to push down, and the blade itself is stiff, which I like. Okay, it's added security. I don't fear this thing opening up on me. You know, if I put it in my pack, I don't have to worry about reaching in there. You know, Laplanders, I've seen them get loose and fall over. Other cheaper folding saws, I've seen get loose and fall over. This one here is super tight. Okay. The blade's a little wobbly, but I haven't had any issues with it catching or kinking. It does have a pull and push ripping motion on it. But one added feature I like about this, because it's a pruning saw, it has two positions. It does have the straight, normal, ordinary position, but then it has a little bit of a cannon position. Now the great thing about that, you know, why is that good for bushcrafting? Well, you obviously have your, you know, it's straight for when you're doing ordinary sawing like you normally would. But say you want to cut something up overhead, you know, sawing like this overhead is a little difficult. You can can it, and now you have an easier motion, because now you can saw like this. Same thing if you have to reach to saw something or cut something out. It's a little hard to pull this way, but if you're reaching underneath it, it's a lot easier of a motion. So you have a better reach, and you know, that whole feature just makes this a whole better saw in my opinion, because I can use it in more positions, you know, to be more comfortable in sawing and whatnot. So we'll go ahead and the same piece of wood that Gerber saw through in the first video, we'll go ahead and cut that. Alright, you saw that? That's what I was talking about in the first video. And you saw how long that took to saw. I'm just going to saw another piece off of this. So, yeah, I missed, but if I didn't miss, it still sawed through that tremendously faster than the Gerber. The teeth, maybe a hair bigger, alright, but like I said, I put a lot of it to the construction of the saw itself, and probably the steel. Doesn't even appear to be thicker of a blade, but just quality wise, it sawed through that wood pretty quick. I did cut this poplar with the Gerber, so I figure in fair comparison, you know, it's the same piece I cut, that 2.5 by 3 inch whatever piece of poplar. Took that all the way down without catching, and I didn't have to stop and turn the wood. We only have about like I said, we only have about an inch more reach than the other one, but this saw is just a whole lot more quality, better performance overall than that Gerber saw. And like I said, you saw, I didn't do that intentional, trust me, because one thing I don't want to do is hurt myself. But you even saw that saw even collapsed on me, like I mentioned in the first video, or Gerber review video. But this Silky Pocket Boy, looks like the model number's the 170. Silky Pocket Boy 170, and it's made in Japan. You can find these all over the internet. You know, it's a pretty popular saw. I honestly never even heard of it until, you know, and I'm on YouTube just as much as you are, you know, looking for other stuff. And I never even heard of it until I saw it in the trade that I got it for, and I quick went and did a, went to Google and put in Silky Boy, and there's a ton of people out there reviewing this side by side with the Laplander. Alright, and choosing this over the Laplander. It's a pretty good knife, made by Kogyo Incorporated, made in Japan. Alright, well that's the Pocket Boy by Silky, and that's my review on it. So I hope you enjoyed the review. You see these saws, I recommend it for everybody. It's now my permanent saw for my kids. So, Sarge, we're welcome. Thanks for watching.